Good evening and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host, Mike Lester, and we are here once again, Doghouse Racing League. This week we're racing at Kansas Speedway, mile and a half track sitting 15 miles outside of Kansas City. Oh, as we see the 60 get together with looks to be the 13 bike back there of Christopher Leftwich. I think that's the father son getting together. That's pretty awesome. Back to the race info, we got 120 laps here at Kansas Motor Speedway, man. Looking for a good, fast race. Anybody knows anything about Kansas? It's really, really fast. It's a driver's track. You can go flat-footed all the way around this track for about 5 or 6 laps, but then your tires are going to be totally gone. So you have to feather these throttle in order to save them tires. That's what you're going to see a lot of these guys doing out there tonight, trying to save as much tires as they can. I do believe they have 2 sets of tires in the pits, so I think it should be a little bit more because these tires will go away quickly as we got 30 seconds to practice. We will not be able to cover qualifying tonight because I was talking to two yokos over there in the general while I was coming in and totally messed up and registered as a driver. So I will keep y'all informed of who's making the right moves here. We got a nice field here. We got 20 cars out there. So we got some familiar names out there. You got Christopher Leftwich right there in that 13th Circuit City Chevrolet. Good old back days of Thunder paint scheme right there. And Mike Leftwich, the elder of the two, Leftwich is scraping the hell. Oh, I think we're going father hunting out there. All right. So qualifying is underway, and I do apologize once again. We will not be able to watch the qualifying. I can give y'all the times as they come along, but again, I'm not allowed to watch anybody qualify since I am listed as a driver. I do apologize. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Global Racing Esports Network week in and week out to watch Doghouse Racing. These guys put on a great show every week, and just Kansas is such a fun speedway. I'm very, very interested in seeing how this race goes. These guys usually do a really good job, and it's just going to be fun. And I'm going to run out of things to talk about before qualifying's over. So let's see what we can do to entertain you good people. I do not have a commercial for our sponsors, Shoney's, which is the best breakfast buffet place you ever want to eat at. Want to give a big shout out to all the Leftwich fans out there. They're hopefully they're back here. Brittany, I believe is the fiance of Christopher Leftwich. Like that. Let's see if we can maybe play y'all a commercial here or something.
Imagine a viewing experience so real. You're not only trackside, you're inside. Meet Butt Kicker, a simple wireless device that takes just seconds to install. Breakthrough technology that shakes your couch and rocks you without any additional volume. Experience the thrill of live racing at home. Go to ShakeMyCouch.com right now to see a special offer for race fans. Don't just watch TV, feel it.
All right. Well, there you go. We had a commercial, but y'all didn't see it, but y'all got to hear it. So right now, Jonathan Jennings is on top of the leaderboard. If I'm looking at this right, did these guys get 3 laps of qualifying? Wow. Anyways, we got right now it's Jonathan Jennings, Mike Hayes, Stephen Hayes. The Hayes boys taking second and third. Jeremiah Stutzman, he's been doing a really good job as of late. He's been up in the front and talked about a good bit these last couple of weeks. Anthony Marshall, who looks like to be a new racer tonight in that 72, he's currently 5th. Mike Leftwich, in that number 60 Winn-Dixie car, is sitting 6th. Daniel Wilson, owner-operator, right now currently looking like he's going to hit 7th place. Steve Gerber, 8th. Justin McMahon, 9th. Christopher Leftwich is 10th. So far, Adam Gardner sitting 11th. Jonathan Cantfield, 12th. 13th is Corey Cook. Christopher Simon, Linder Johnson, Jeffrey Weimer, Kevin Powell, Frank Peacock, Chuck Cobbs, and Eddie Rivers have not qualified yet. But hold on, somebody just jumped up there. Let's see if we got any changes in here. Let's see. I think Adam Gardner maybe jumped up here. Again, I do apologize for not being able to watch the qualifying, but we should be done with qualifying here shortly. So if y'all just bear with me, I want to welcome everybody to Global Racing Esports Network. Currently, Jonathan Jennings is sitting on the pole. And not too sure if anybody's going to get on the track to try to knock him off of that little first place pedestal that he's currently sitting on. Jonathan Cantfield, big send out there saying, good evening, all you race fans. Thank you for joining us, Jonathan. But make sure I see that you are in the race tonight, so let's make sure that we all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, these guys have all done all their qualifying, and they're going to grid up here. Let's look at this grid here. Jonathan Jennings is going to be your pole setter tonight from Carolina. Mike Hayes from Lazy Lizard Racing sitting in second. His brother Stephen Hayes from Lazy Lizard Racing he's going to start third. Justin McMahon, 4th. Jeremiah Stutzman from Florida, he's going to start 5th. From Peak Performance Motorsports, Anthony Marshall in at number 72. Mike Leftwich from the Virginias. Daniel Wilkerson, Southern Motorsports, 8th. Steve Gerber from the Midwest is going to be 9th. Christopher Leftwich from Ohio is going to be 10th. Adam Gardner from New England, I hope he's not a Patriots fan, is going to start 11th. Jonathan Canfield is going to start 12th for us tonight. Corey Cook is 13th. Christopher Simon, 14th. Jeffrey Weimer is going to start 15th. Chuck Cobb, 16th. Linder Johnson is going to be 18th. 19th is going to go to Eddie Rivers. 20 is going to be Frank Peacock. And 21st, closing us out, will be Kevin Powell. All right, as we see everybody getting into that, getting on the pit road, getting into their vehicles. It's 120 laps of a 1.5-mile track, so we're going to put on some miles tonight, guys. I mean, the NASCAR Truck Series raced yesterday, and they raced 134 laps. And some of these guys that's out here in the field tonight, earlier today, they raced that exact amount over there in Global Racing. Ran 134 laps. So these guys might be a little tired, but they're going to put on the best show they can possibly can. This is going to be their Coca-Cola 600 and Indianapolis 500 right here. As we see Jonathan Jennings, Mike Hayes bringing both their respective lines. You see Stephen Hayes there in the 42 car. Mike Hayes up in there in that 96 Cornflake Chevrolet. I love me some cornflakes. I think that's cornflakes. It looks like a cornflakes. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But doesn't that look like a cornflakes? Oh, look at that. I love that, man. Look at that. Michael's Lazy Lizards. Let's go. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know, if y'all haven't watched this, I am the owner of Lazy Lizards over in Global Racing. And Michael Hayes is one of my drivers. And I thought it was the cornflakes, but there it is. It's the Lazy Lizard. You see the little decal on there from Ronsters Wraps. Ronsters Wraps does the best paint schemes known to man. But here we go. We're gonna go back to green. We're gonna go to green flags.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Jonathan Jennings, Michael Hayes takes him to the start-finish line going into turn 1. Side by side going into turn 1. Advantage goes to Jonathan Jennings. Stephen Hayes right there behind him now, door to door with his brother for second place. Stephen Hayes falling back. Michael Hayes fighting back on the outside on the number 2 of Jonathan Jennings, getting the slight advantage going into 3 and 4. Who's going to lead the first lap? We're about to find out. Ooh, good crossover pattern from Mike Hayes. He's going to lead that first lap. Going to bring his brother Stephen Hayes along with him and take over that second place. Jonathan Jennings falls back to third. A little further than Pat, Corey Cook in that 61. We seen him last week, or not last week, but a couple weeks ago, put on a really good show at Dover, I do believe it was. But now Christopher Leftwich in that 13 is challenging him for that 9th spot as they catch Adam Gardner and Mike Leftwich. Right behind them is Chuck Cobb, along with Jeffrey Weimer in that 73 Mission 22 vehicle. He's being challenged by Christopher Simon right now in that 35. Christopher Simon, our points leader so far. Ooh, something up with 56 of Adam Gardner. He's falling back. Adam Gardner now falls back behind Jeffrey Weimer. Falls all the way back to the 13th position. Back up front, Mike Hayes continuing to build on the lead that he has over his younger brother, Stephen Hayes. 1 second. Another 1.5 seconds behind Mike is Jonathan Jennings in that 3rd spot. Now Jonathan Jennings being under fire from Justin McMahon in that 20, coming back from the 4th position. Ooh, Jonathan Jennings slides up. It's real loose there. Slides up right in front of the 20. The 20 does an excellent job avoiding him and takes the 3rd place away from Jonathan Jennings. So really good racing out there from the number 20. As a 2 now starts to try to climb his way back up. And gets underneath the 2, but I just don't think he's got the car right now. He might come try to get it out this top side, but that high side has such a good run coming out of these turns that you really got to make that pass before you even get to the exit of turn 2 and turn 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody out there in YouTube world, man, give us some stuff to talk about. Who y'all think's gonna win this race? Who's your favorite driver? I mean, I know Mike Lester is listed up there, but I'm going to take myself out of the running. You know, it's only fair to the rest of the guys. You got yourself a favorite driver out there. I know we got some Leftwich fans out there. I know we probably have some Hayes fans out there. Maybe we got a Cobb fan or maybe a Gardner fan. Let us know. If you got some shout outs to do, let us know that too. All right. right, back here, Justin McMahon and Jonathan Jennings. Steve Gerber now. Steve Gerber. Oops, sorry, I went to go hit Steve Gerber on the move now. He's up here challenging Jonathan Jennings for that 4th spot. Moved up 4 spots. He's already climbed up to 5th, as you see. Jonathan Jennings just touched that wall just a little bit, I do believe. Got Chuck Cobb back here. He's continuing to move up. He's up 5 spots from his original starting position. Him and Corey Cook and Steve Gerber, those are the 3 top biggest movers so far in the race. Back here, Anthony Marshall and Jeff Weimer. Back here battling for the 12th and 13th spot. 12th going to Anthony Marshall, 13th Jeff Weimer. $11 laps in the books, now 11 laps in the books. Mike Hayes leading them all green flag. Stephen Hayes now under fire from Justin McMahon for that 2nd spot. So Justin McMahon has found something in that number 20 that nobody else has, and he's moving up the field. He's done past the 42 of Stephen Hayes. Now he's gonna set his sight on the 96 of Mike Hayes. Ooh, he gets a little tight coming out of that turn, but he's gonna be able to finish the pass. Mike Hayes loving what he's seeing out there behind him. Everybody just racing behind him. Like Chuck Cobb now, his car is now Jeff Weimer trying to get around Chuck Cobb is going to be able to do it. Looks like Chuck Cobb's car is feeling a little bit ill right now. He's lost a couple positions to Anthony Marshall and Jeff Weimer, now being under fire from Jonathan Canfield in that 50. Oh, Mike Hayes up into the wall. Our leader. Wow, that's going to hurt. Now Justin McMahon going to come around easily around the 96. 96, I'm not sure. Let's see if we can see how much damage he's got on that 96 car. But right now, Justin McMahon is going to show as the points or the guy leader. Now Justin McMahon up into that wall. Don't see any damage done to the right front or the right rear of that 96 car, so he might have got just tight. It looked like he hit the wall from our view. Well, right now, whatever happened, he's back in second. Justin McMahon, your new leader. Our points leader, Christopher Simon, back here in 8th position, being challenged by the 2nd place in the points system, or the points standings, Christopher Leftwich. So this is a race inside of a race right here. These two guys are racing for the point standings. We only have 3 more races left of this short season that Daniel and the Doghouse guys have put together. After this week, we're going to go to Charlotte next week, and everybody knows how fun Charlotte is, especially in these ARCA cars. Worldwide technology, and then I do believe we're going to top it out with, I do believe it's Las Vegas or Michigan, one of those 2 tracks. But 3 races is going to be determine who's going to be the ARCA Series champion this year. Right now, Mike Hayes, even if he hit the wall, he's not showing any signs of slowing down because he's right there hounding that 20 car of Justin McMahon once again, looking on the inside. Is he going to retake the lead here? That is a pretty car. I mean, all these cars are nice and shiny under the lights here at Kansas. Back here, the Corey 61 of Corey Cook. Back here in the 7th place. Mike Leftwich. Ooh, 35 gets up into the wall as Mike Leftwich comes around him. So Christopher Simon now having issues with his vehicle. A lot of these cars are losing the handling on these cars really quickly. ARCA cars are already built to be so loose, and then you're going to put them at a track that is a loose track, and it's just going to eat them tires away very quickly. But these guys are doing an excellent job not causing any accidents. As you see, Mike Hayes now taking over the lead once again from Justin McMahon, and brought along Stephen Hayes and Jonathan Jennings in that number 2 and 42. Steve Gerber not too far behind, sitting there in 5th place. As you see the battle up here for 1st and 2nd, and as well as Stephen Hayes now falling off a little bit from these front 2 guys. Back there, Jeffrey Weimer in the 73 Mission 22 vehicle. Back there, he's fallen back to 16th position, so he's not liking the setup on his car right now. It is not doing him any justice. He's got to change his line in order to save some tires a little bit more. He had moved up about 3 or 4 positions. Now it's fallen back to 16th. Some of the other big movers back, Daniel Wilkerson, he has fell back 6 spots to 14th. Jonathan Jennings, who was just once up in the what happened to Jonathan Jennings? He's fallen back to 9th place now, being under fire from the 60 of Mike Leftwich. He was just in 4th place the last time we looked up there. Right now, the 4th place now going to Steve Gerber, with Jeremiah Stutzman right behind him in 5th. I want to give a big shout out to Daniel Wilkerson for putting these races on week in and week out. Without him, this league would not exist. So thank you, Daniel, for allowing me at Global Racing Esports Network to come out here and broadcast the race for you. And I've enjoyed the season. We've got 3 more to go, and hopefully everything goes well and we can come back next year. So big shout out to Daniel Wilkerson, creator of Doghouse Racing. There you see Daniel Wilkerson at number 78, Mountain Dew Amp. Looks like maybe the National Guard too up there. Yep, National Guard. Back up front, race for the lead, heats up. This time it's going to be a 3-car battle. You got the 20 trying to get back around the 96 of Michael Hayes, Justin McMahon, but now Stephen Hayes right there behind him. And even though Stephen Hayes and Michael Hayes are brothers, they are very competitive with each other. They want to beat one another. I mean, every brother does. I mean, I have an older brother, and we were always competitive, 2 years apart, whatnot. So uh, don't look for Stephen Hayes to freaking help out his brother just because they're brothers. But neither guy is able to get past Michael Hayes. As you see these guys going down on this apron. Apron is technically not part of the track. Part of the track stops at that white line. But you get a little bit more grip when you hit that apron, and you get a little bit more speed going into the turn one when you go down there. But if the tires get worn, it starts to get a little bit dangerous coming back onto the track. Your car will get loose as the transition. So you got to be careful as the race goes on, and the more laps you put on these tires. Got a lot of passing going on back here behind, in the middle of the pack. You got Mike Leftwich passing Jonathan Jennings back here. And I'm just reading off of what not Discord, but SDK is telling me here. So we won't switch everyone. Looks like Daniel Wilkinson back here battling with number 72 of Anthony Marshall. Jeffrey Weimer right back there behind him, now back in 15th place. Jonathan Canfield looked like he's having some troubles with that number 50 Volkswagen. And I love to see it. Love to see that big old Volkswagen sign. Get us some hippie buses out here running around. Oh, Stephen Hayes now taking over the second position of Justin McMahon. Now looking to take the lead away from his brother. We've got some little Bobby Labonte action going on up here. And kind of Michael Hayes' car kind of reminds me of the old Terry Labonte Kellogg's car. You see Michael Hayes is not making it easy for his younger brother to even lead a lap. So right now it's showing that Mike Hayes led that lap, but Stephen Hayes not going anywhere. Ooh. Okay, Mike Hayes, there's not a spot there. You cannot fit in there. Now Whataburger. Oh man, I miss some Whataburger. Oh, I used to love going to Whataburger when I get out of school over in Hepsville, Georgia. Man, best burgers ever. See Christopher Simon back here. He's losing some spots. See Adam Gardner. Now Anthony Marshall up into the wall. You see a bunch of cars come around. Oh, is he going to be able? Oh, shoot. That could have been dangerous, but good job of not taking anybody out from the newcomer Anthony Marshall in that number 72. And now when I say newcomer, he might be a guy that's been in the league for a while, but this is the first time I've seen him in the ARCA series. I do not broadcast any of the other series for them. Right now, Stephen Hayes in second place right there. From Denton, Texas. Got some people. Okay, we got our first taker down pit road. You got Jeremiah Stutzman and Mike Leftwich coming down pit road at lap 35. So do the floodgates open? Does all all these leaders start seeing these guys come down pit road and say, all right, well, maybe we need to come down pit road too. Back here battling with 35 of Christopher Simon and 73 of Jeff Weimer. Look, Chuck Cobb up here fighting with Adam Gardner for 7th position. So good run for Chuck Cobb tonight. He's been up and down, but right now he's up. He's up 8 spots. So far, him and Corey Cook, the biggest movers so far, as he loses a spot to Adam Gardner. Now he's going to lose a spot to Jeffrey Weimer in that 73. Two Global Racing League regulars right there, Jeffrey Weimer and Chuck Cobb. But up front, Mike Hayes still leading Stephen Hayes. Oh! Stephen Hayes with a big jolt. Got that, looked like he got that back of that car there. Let's see if he's, the spoiler looks fine. It might have been a lag issue or something or not like that, but it did look like he hit that wall kind of hard. Let's see if we can look at the, right. No, it looks like it might have just been a lag, a jump. It looks like he don't have any damage done to that right rear. Steve Gerber now, Jeffrey Weimer, Adam Gardner, Chuck Cobb, Linder Johnson, all coming down pit road. See Linder Johnson there. Chuck Cobb actually coming back onto the pit road. Hope he didn't miss his pit stop. Or pit. Okay, so no, he did not. He was able to get his service done. See Steve Gerber now coming off of pit road. That's going to keep 5 cars on the lead lap. Sorry, 9 cars on the lead lap. A lot of strategies being played out here, but right now the strategy that's working is from the, oh, here we go, battle for the lead late in the run. 42 trying to take that position away from the 96, and he's going to be able to do it this time. After 42 laps of trying to do it, Stephen Hayes finally takes the lead away from older brother Mike Hayes. Mike Hayes now coming down pit road. Stephen Hayes staying out for at least one more lap. Corey Cook, 3rd place guy, he's coming in the pit road. Got Mike Hayes coming to his stops, and usually when Mike Hayes is doing good in a race, he usually gets a pit road penalty, like speeding or entering a closed pit. So he's his own worst enemy, as we see Stephen Hayes now coming down to the attention of his crew for his scheduled service. 43 laps. These guys will have to pit at least one more time. If we stay green, they could do it in one more pit stop. as we see Christopher Leftwich now. Should assume the lead temporarily. As we look at, see Leftwich pitted at lap 30. He gained all that time, but now he's on 13 lap older tires, and as well as the second place of Stutzman, he's on nine lap older tires. So we'll see what the strategy, see if the strategy works out for these guys. I do apologize for covering up all the action. At the line, the quickest guy was Justin McMahon in that 20, 31.6. But he's almost 6.5 seconds behind the leader. So Mike Hayes, Justin McMahon, Steve Gerber, they have some distance to make up. Right now, the decision for Christopher Leftwich to come in early might have been the right choice. Oh, I apologize for that, people. Let me get that out of here. I do apologize. We had to get some liquid. I've been doing a lot of talking and my mouth gets dry. I keep on hitting that button, don't need to be. See, back here, the 96 of Mike Hayes now putting pressure on the 71 of Jeremiah Stutzman. That's a great name for a racer right there, Jeremiah Stutzman. We might have to talk about bringing him over to Global and putting him in a car, because that's definitely a good racing name right there. But right now, Mike Hayes, went back to Justin McMahon. Mike Hayes taking over that second spot from Jeremiah Stutzman, and he's looking to get his lead back from Christopher Leftwich, which is down to a 2-second gap. A couple laps ago, it was like 4 seconds, almost 4 seconds gap, knocked down in half. So that's 96 car is on the move. As you see, go through the field here and you see it, things getting stretched out pretty good. As you see right now, the Daniel Wilkerson and Adam Gardner battling for that 10th spot. Looks like Adam Gardner is going to take it from the 78 of Daniel Wilkerson. You see Chuck Cobb back here is really not being challenged that much from the 72 of Anthony Marshall. Christopher Simon, our points leader, coming in tonight's race, is now 14th. And Mike Hayes, back up front, takes the lead away from Christopher Leftwich. And Mike Hayes is just on a mission tonight. Christopher Leftwich, he's second in the point standings right now, so he's just looking to get a good run tonight and get a good finish, and hopefully the guy he's chasing, Christopher Simon, who's currently sitting at 14th, has a bad night or even a worse night. I see Mike Hayes catching some lap traffic. 32 of Lender Johnson. And the 50 of Jonathan Canfield right there. As we approach halfway, Mike Hayes back out front once again. Justin McMahon now taking the second spot away from Christopher Leftwich. Corey Cook coming back. Look at that, in fifth position right now. Being stalked by Steve Gerber. Is to see Corey Cook making his way around the 15 of Eddie Rivers, who's a lap down. Nice looking car Eddie's driving there in that 15 Mountain Dew car. All right, so we're going to give y'all a little bit of something. We're going to go into the in-car view camera. We're going to do a little bit of turn it up segment for you guys, so just enjoy this.
Caution. Man, tell me what you got.
Out. I don't know why they can hear that. Why can I hear? Oh, that's because I'm driving. I got it. Okay. So caution is out. Let's go back here and find Adam Gardner. Looks like Adam Gardner has crashed. Let's go back and see. First caution of the night coming at lap 58. So 58 laps without a caution, and we get one here for Adam Gardner. You see him just scraping, hitting that wall hard, and then losing control. He's just throwing sparks and dirt, and which I guess I'm not surprised they called the caution, because he was going sideways down the front stretch there and coming into the back stretch. So he was going sideways for a very good about 4 or 5 seconds on the road. So they went through a caution for that Adam Gardner solo spin, or solo side swipe into the wall, I should say. As you see the 60 car, everybody coming down pit road once again. That's going to put everybody back on the same set of tires. So maybe the biggest winner out of that was Christopher Leftwich, who pitted way earlier than everybody else and had older tires. He's sitting there in 4th place right now with everything said and done, and same level of tires, same freshness of tires as everybody else. So Christopher Leftwich sitting pretty good right there. Corey Cook being our biggest mover tonight, and he's just rocking and rolling out there, up 10 spots, sitting there in 3rd place. So let's go, Corey. I know Corey had some fans out there last time we raced and watched him. Oh, I just dropped my phone. So while we're under caution here, let's go ahead and see if we can bring somebody down. Let's see, who can we bring down here? Who we got available here? You know what? Let's bring down old Jonathan Campfield. Let's see what old Jonathan has to say over here real quick. Jonathan Campfield, Mike Lester booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Man, how is it going out there? I mean, you're up and down. You were up in the front of the line for a little bit, and then you just kind of fell back, man. What's going on with your car?
Just fighting a little bit of a loose setup and trying to run that Kyle Larson line. It's a tough line to run. My car feels better through the middle than it does up there. So we're just trying to bring it home strong here for the end of the night. Got the lucky dog, so that's a start.
That's definitely a good start. I know there's been a lot of good racing out there tonight. We've been watching it. Everybody looks like they're racing clean out there, man. Can you give us a little bit of your own view of there? I see you all going double file, so you got 1 lap to go to green, but can you just let everybody know how is the racing out there?
Thing's fun. I had fun there right before the caution came out, even battling with the leader to try and keep my lap, and that worked out for me there for the end of it.
All right, well, we're going to send you back down. Before we do, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
I just want to give a shout out to my teammates, Corey Cook, Anthony Marshall. They're both out here. We're called Bad Luck Racing because that's all we seem to get a lot of the times. But Corey Cook up there in the top 3. Go get it, Corey. I hope I can get up there with you soon.
All right, there you go. Bad Luck Racing, and that's where I'm sending old Jonathan Campfield back to, man. Hopefully we get to talk to you again, man. Thanks for coming up here and talking to us.
Absolutely, brother. Have a good one.
You too, bud. All right. Jonathan Campfield, Bad Luck Racing. But guys, we're fixing to go back to green. Mike Hayes still leading. Justin McMahon on the outside. Corey Cook from Bad Luck Racing right there in 3rd position, right behind Mike Hayes. Pace car's down. I wish I had Daryl here to say boogity, boogity, boogity.
Green flag.
Mike Hayes getting a really good jump on the start. Corey Cook should have come with him, get around Justin McMahon. So now it's going to be the Mike Hayes, Corey Cook story. And these guys are about to tell it as best as they can. Christopher Leftwich now putting the pressure on the 20 car of Justin McMahon for that 3rd position. He's able to make that pass. Oh! Mike Hayes goes off track. Gives the lead to Corey Cook. Let's see what... Wow. That was just... Let's see what happened here. Oh, wow. That was... See what happened here. Mike Hayes just loses it all by himself. Luckily for him, he doesn't hit anything. He just goes down in the grass, loses a lot of spots. Now he's got a lot to work out for. That's bad news for Mike Hayes. Now our leader is Corey Cook, Justin McMahon, and now Stephen Hayes comes over and takes the 3rd place away from Christopher Leftwich. Back there, you see back there in 5th, Jeffrey Weimer sneaking up to the top 5 here without anybody noticing. Steve Gerber right there behind him. See Mike Hayes falling all the way back to the 14th position. His car is fine, but he's desperately wanting another caution to come out. Nobody really saw that coming. Corey Cook right now out here in the top spot. Stephen Hayes and Justin McMahon fighting for second right behind him. Stephen Hayes now taking the lead. Oh, 61 gets loose right there in front of Justin McMahon. This is going to give Stephen Hayes the lead uncontested. As I say that, but Corey Cook looking on the inside. Stephen Hayes doesn't give him much room. And Corey Cook falls back behind the 42. Nose to tail, 1, 2, and 3. You see Christopher Leftwich back here falling back just a little bit, about a second, 0.3 away from that third place finisher. As you see Jeffrey Weimer and now Christopher Simon right behind him. Christopher Simon doing a good comeback. See if he can keep that car going forward in that longer run. He fell back all the way back to 14th. Corey Cook now up 10 spots with Jeffrey Weimer challenging him for the biggest mover tonight. He's got 10 spots himself. Jonathan Canfield. Oh man, what happened to Jonathan? He's got a lot of damage out there on the right side. And didn't tell me that he crashed, so he might have just hit the wall real hard, but he's got a lot of damage he's getting taken care of right now. So for all sense of purpose right now, Jonathan Canfield is out of this race. I hate to see that, but I mean, you know, you're gonna get those nights sometimes. Hope you get back out there, Jonathan, and try to make up as much spots as you possibly can. He had just gotten the lucky dog and was trying to get back into this race on that first caution. See Stephen Hayes now taking over for his brother out front, and it's like a one of those what do you call them? Legs. You get rid of one Hayes and another one comes right behind him. Well, we got this time. We're definitely going to give our shout out to the sponsor of Doghouse Racing, Shoney's Buffet. I would say out there in Virginia, but they're all over the place. You just got to be in that right town and has a Shoney's. Unfortunately, Stephen Hayes goes up and makes contact with that wall, but just doesn't look like there's any didn't do damage. Unless it's just my eyes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it looked like he went up there and tapped that wall. But he keeps on and doesn't seem to have lost a lot of space. Corey Cook now taking over the second spot from Justin McMahon. Back here, Jeffrey Weimer in that 5th position, trying to catch Christopher Leftwich now. Steve Gerber sitting there in 7th place. Give a big shout out to Ryder, the pit crew of the 19. Back up front, Corey Cook, Just McMahon trying to put the pressure on the 42 of Stephen Hayes. '61 looking low. Looks like he's going to try to complete the pass coming out of turns. Oh, they got a little close up right there. See, is it going to be, no, Stephen Hayes is going to continue to lead that lap. As you see, Corey Cook now falling back behind the 42 of Stephen Hayes. All right, hold on. Let me see. Jonathan Canfield's I got loose and it was either wrecked my teammate or hit the wall. Judging by the damage, you can see what my choice was. I'm just waiting to go back out and out for now. So Jonathan, man, we hate to see that for you, but you definitely made the right choice. And right now, your teammate 61 of Corey Cook. He's putting the pressure on the 42, Stephen Hayes, making this race very interesting up here up front. Back there, Mike Hayes after that costly slide across the grass. Back here in 12th position, trying to get around some slow cars. Jonathan, I should say slow cars, but I guess they're lap cars, the best way to say it. Lap cars of Lyndon Johnson. He's got Chuck Cobb and Daniel Wilkinson right there in front of him. Those are 2 spots he can get. Looks like Chuck Cobb having some trouble getting that car down, unless he's just been run. Ooh. I thought there was going to be an accident right there. See Daniel Wilson getting him a top 10. Oh, something happened to Corey Cook. Corey Cook's now falling back to the 4th position, trying to get it back from Christopher Leftwich, the 3rd position back from Christopher Leftwich. Is able to. So Corey Cook was just up there battling, trying to take the lead away from Stephen Hayes, is now under fire from Christopher Leftwich for that 3rd spot. Justin McMahon, Stephen Hayes, 2nd and 1st. Looks like Michael Hayes now has passed Chuck Cobb for that 11th spot. Still got a big hill to climb. Go back here and look at our points leader. Was up in 6th place, and started falling back to the 8th place. Fixing to be challenged for that 8th spot by Jeremiah Stutzman. But Christopher Simon not liking Kansas's long run. The guy who's chasing him, Christopher Leftwich, is sitting in 4th, so it's going to be a good close the gap time on. Ooh, Christopher gets up into the wall now. A lot of these guys, they're trying to run that high line. They're trying to do the rim job, and they're hitting that outside wall. You see the first place and second place guys probably with 2/10 of each other. Let's see, what is the gap? Yeah, about 2/10 between Justin McMahon and Stephen Hayes. See right here in this shot right here how close these guys actually are. As you see, Michael Hayes or Stephen Hayes, sorry, starts to pull away from Justin McMahon coming into the turn, but when they get to the straightaway, Stephen Hayes actually loses ground going into the turn. Gains it all back and more coming out of the turns. Lots of battling going on all around the track. People passing people left and right. Oh, Christopher Simon is down in the pit road. Where I'm guessing it's going to be his last stop. His window is open and he can come on in. As you see Christopher Simon coming back on the track. Ooh, lots of sparks. 81, something is wrong with the 81 has gotten into something. As Chuck Cobb just throwing sparks. Okay, so now it's cleared up now. Well, that was kind of weird. I hope everybody saw that. I wasn't going crazy. Corey Cook now coming down pit road. Christopher Leftwich, Mike Leftwich, Anthony Marshall. Now here comes Chuck Cobb in that Phantom damaged 81 White Buffalo. Adam Gardner's already in his box. Eddie Rivers coming out. Justin McMahon takes over the lead as Stephen Hayes comes to get his service done. He's seen everybody else come in and was like, man, you ain't going to make up time on me. I'm coming in now too. Steve Gerber, Jeffrey Weimer deciding to stay out as well with Justin McMahon, Mike Hayes. He's hoping for a caution. See Jeremiah Stutzman back here in 6th place. Don't know if Jeremiah Stutzman has done his. Yeah, he's already taking tires.
Caution, caution.
Caution is
Kind of
out.
walk me through a lap here, please.
And that is not good for a lot of drivers. Caution's out for something. Let's see what we can do. See what we can find out. And what it had to do with Stephen Hayes there. Let's see. Yeah, oh there, Stephen Hayes loses it, coming off of the service lane there. And I don't know if that caused a caution or not. It don't look like it should have caused a caution. I don't see anything else that could cause anything. But Justin McMahon and Mike Hayes coming down pit roads. Now, did Jeffrey Weimer and Steve Gerber choose to stay out? They're on 36 lap tires. I don't know if they knew they could came in or not, because it's not a very smart idea. But we'll get to. I guarantee you, I think Steve Gerber and Jeff Weimer will be coming down pit road this time. They must have just missed their. Here we go. Steve Gerber's coming down. Jeff Weimer's coming down. Now, it's going to hurt them in the long run because, well, Mike Hayes now back up front after that wild spin down in the, like I said, it's like a friggin' plague. When you get rid of one Hayes, another one takes his spot. We got a bunch of cars that's going to be waved around. Not really too sure if Stephen Hayes' spun coming off of pit road was the cause of that caution. I don't see anybody else that it would have been for. Like everybody else is. Good to go. Mike Hayes is your leader. He's sitting behind all those lap cars that are going to get the wave around. Got Justin McMahon sitting in second, Jeremiah Stutzman in third. In between, you got Linder Johnson, who is a lap down, so he'll fall back behind. As you see, we got the wave around cars are now going past the lead or the pace car. So that means we got one lap to go. we're gonna have roughly around 22 laps to go once we go back green. I want to give a big shout out to all the viewers tonight out there on YouTube. Thank you, Jonathan Canfield, for commenting in the text chat. Man, let us know who y'all think's gonna win this race. We got a bunch of choices out here. You got the Mike Hayes, McMahon, Gerb, Weimer. Let's see who's gonna win this.
Green flag, green flag.
Mike Hayes.
Caution, man. I didn't hear nothing.
Caution is out again. Eddie Rivers crashed. Let's go back and see what happened to Eddie. You see him right there racing with Chuck Cobb. Oh, he's got to check up. He checks up right in front of Chuck Cobb. Chuck Cobb is unable to get woed up. I mean, that's I don't know why he slammed on his brakes like that, but Eddie Rivers, I don't know if he slammed on his brakes. I apologize for jumping the gun if I did, but Eddie Rivers came to a very let's ride with Eddie and see if we can see his point of view. Oh. Eddie had slowed down not to get in the back of that car in front of him, and Chuck is just unable to get woed up. So we're going to reset and do it all over again. Oh, Kenny, you send me stuff at the most unpossible times. Wants me to play a game that he's programmed, and I'm doing a broadcast. Oh, Kenny. All right, well, back to the race, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Hayes up here in first place with Justin McMahon, Steve Gerber still, Jeffrey Weimer, top four. Jeremiah Stutzman is going to round the top five off. Looks like we still have 13 cars on the lead lap. Maybe 14 cars now. Daniel Wilkerson might have gotten a lucky dog that last caution. Oh no, he might still be a lap down. Daniel Wilkerson going in the pit road. So Let me see. We're at lap 101 right now, so 20 laps to go. It'll be 19 laps when these guys get the green flag. And you see these guys going double file now, so we're gonna get back to racing. Hopefully we can get the lap in and no hiccups. Go back here and look at see Chuck Cobb. I'm just not seeing the damage. I mean, I know there's got to be damage on because these guys run with damage, but Chuck Cobb hitting that hard into Eddie Rivers. Pace car is down. Hopefully for the last time, we're going to go green flag racing.
Ready, green flag.
Green flag is out. Mike Hayes takes us back to the start finish line going into turn 1. Steve Gerber getting on the low side of Justin McMahon. Now Jeffrey Weimer looking down there. Steve Gerber pressing the 20 of Justin McMahon, trying to bring his buddy Jeff Weimer with him. A lot of racing going on behind the leader, but Justin McMahon pulling away on that outside. Gets back around the 19 of Steve Gerber. And they all get back in line. Corey Cook now pressing the 73 of Jeff Weimer. Corey Cook getting around Jeff Weimer, now trying to set his sights on the 19 of Steve Gerber. Justin McMahon taking a lead away from Mike Hayes. 15 laps to go. Now Stephen Hayes is back here fighting Jeffrey Weimer and Steve Gerber. Oh!
Caution,
Big
caution,
crash.
caution. It's all on you, man. It's all on you. You make the call here.
Bunch of crashing behind it. Stephen Hayes, I'm trying to run it back here, but Stephen Hayes, I believe, comes up a little too early off of that apron. Yeah, he comes up and just gets into the right side or left side of Jeff Weimer and gets turned around. I do apologize for the caution, guys, and the spotter talk. Technically, I'm a racer here. But let's go back here and watch this again. Stephen Hayes, who's having a really good run, just made a fatal mistake here. You come down on that apron and you come back. You got to come back on that track safely, and that's not what happened right there. You know, one of those racing incidents and took out a bunch of good cars. But Stephen Hayes in his ARCA debut over here in Doghouse Racing gonna crash the car. Let's see what Mike Leftwich. Let's ride in car with him and see what happened, what he saw. There he goes. There he goes. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he just continues to get hit. Let's see what Daniel Wilkerson saw. He was involved in it as well. Having way up in front of him, as you see him, he's kept coming down. He's getting down, but he just finishes off Mike Leftwich, and wow. Let's see if we can find anybody else with a view of what happened here. That was just, let's see it from Christopher Leftwich's view. Oh, Christopher Leftwich getting involved in this too. See Christopher Simon now being showed as the leader. Probably a stayed out. I think everybody came in, maybe got fresh tires. So at lap 107, we get our latest caution. We'll watch this from this view here. We'll watch Daniel Wilkerson. He's trying to get down and is unable to do it. Adam Gardner gets a piece of it. Mike Leftwich, just a victim of circumstances here. Definitely all right, so looks like we're gonna go back to racing here in a second. Christopher Simon now being shown as the leader. Leonard Johnson being showed in second. Jess McMahon third. Mike Hayes fourth. Jeffrey Weimer, I don't know how much I don't think he looks like he's good to go. He's back there in seventh place. Don't see a lot of damage done to that car. So, with less than about 10, or not less, about 9 laps to go, once we take the green flag.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. 9 laps to go. See Justin McMahon going up high. Steve Gerber now going low to try to take that third spot away. Mike Hayes down there as well. He's trying to take that 4th spot away from Leonard Johnson. He's going to look low on the 19 of Steve Gerber for that 3rd spot. Eight to go at the line. Back up front, Christopher Simon being challenged by the 20th, Justin McMahon. Justin McMahon riding that high side is going to take the lead back at lap 112. Sorry, 113. Mike Hayes taking over third place. Now he's putting his sights on the second place of Christopher Simon. Corey Cook right there too, getting into the battle. He wants a little piece of this. He wants to get in that top 3. There goes second and third. Going to Mike Hayes and Corey Cook. Justin McMahon with 6 laps to go. Liking what he sees in the back. People keep on racing behind him. But now they single file and they're trying to catch the 20 car of Justin McMahon. 5 laps to go. Oh, Mike Hayes getting loose. Corey Cook putting the pressure on him. Three laps to go, 2 laps at the line. These 3 guys are going to make it interesting. Does Mike Hayes have enough to make that pass on Justin McMahon with 2 laps to go? Now 1.5. Coming to the white flag. Final lap. Mike Hayes doing everything he can to get under Justin McMahon. And this is going to make it interesting with Justin McMahon on that high side getting the advantage. Now Corey Cook coming to take the second spot away. White flag in the air. Checkered flag in the air. At the line, it's going to be Justin McMahon being your winner. Corey Cook second. Mike Hayes third. Like Steve Gerber is going to come in. Steve Gerber is going to finish fourth. Jeffrey Weimer with the top 5. Christopher Leftwich able to get around Christopher Simon. Christopher Simon coming home 7th. You see some extracurricular activity out there. Steve Gerber tapping the back of now we're gonna watch Justin McMahon burn it down. Was one of the top cars all night long. All right, now take your picture, man. Take your picture right there. Start finish line. You're number 1, baby. All right. So the results tonight. Justin McMahon's going to be your big winner. Corey Cook second. Mike Hayes the third. Steve Gerber fourth. Jeffrey Weimer fifth. Christopher Leftwich sixth. Christopher Simon's going to be seventh. Chuck Cobb's going to be eighth. Jeremiah Stutzman is going to be ninth. Anthony Marshall's going to be come home 10th. Lender Johnson 11th. Mike Leftwich 12th. Eddie Rivers is 13th. Adam Gardner 14th. Stephen Hayes 15th. Daniel Wilkerson is 16th. Jonathan Canfield is going to finish 17th. 18th is going to go to Jonathan Jennings. Nobody else gridded up, so that's going to be the 18 cars that race tonight. So let's go ahead and get the interview started and see if we can pull up our third place guy, Michael Hayes. Had one of the better cars all night long. A couple of mistakes on his part. Car got loose on him at one time, went through the grass, but was able to bounce back and finish with a third place finish. I know it's kind of disappointing to get a third place finish the way your car was running tonight, but Mike Hayes, Mike Leshner Booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, first of all, let me say it. I thought you were running the Kellogg's car, and then something just didn't sit right with me, so I went and got a closer view. Man, that is a great paint job and a good homage to Lazy Lizard Racing, man. I appreciate you running that paint scheme. Man, I gave you a lot of airtime, not for that, because you were up front for most of the race, man. How are you feeling?
It was a fun race. It was very fun. It was very, entertaining. Entertaining for sure.
I mean, we've been in Kansas all week long doing broadcasts and doing races ourselves. Earlier today, we had, you didn't race it with us, but we've got our fill of Kansas today. Lazy Lizards is doing a really good job winning earlier and getting a third place finish here. So, man, tell us a little bit about, it looked like you guys were always, the top 3 guys were always racing. None of y'all got away from each other enough to even breathe. How was the racing out there?
The top line was the preferred line, which was surprising to me. I thought the bottom line would hold up more, but obviously it didn't. And it was tough to pass. Very, very, very tough. But once I got ahead on that first restart, it was pretty incredible. I didn't know I had that much speed on the outside, but I went zooming past whoever was the leader. I don't remember if it was Just or not, but went zooming on past him on the outside. So I'm like, okay, the outside line's the right line. But yeah, it was a pretty fun race.
Well, next week we are going to be going to, I believe, I had it all up and now I'm not even prepared. Next week, these guys are going to, let me see, bring it up. Next week, we're going to Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is one of my favorite tracks to go to. How are you feeling about going to Charlotte?
That's my favorite ARCA track, man. Feeling good about that one.
So we're definitely going to be talking to you again at the end of the race next week. Is that what you're saying?
For sure. That's my track, man.
There you go, Chair. All right, man. Well, you got a third place finish tonight. I know you led a lot of the laps. You got to race around your brother here tonight. Y'all were both very dominant, and both of y'all had issues. His issue was a lot more than yours were, but
we try to forget about those issues. We all had we both had a lot of issues.
Talking about our little brother. Little brothers, we just got to forget their issues every once in a while. So
I don't think any of the issues really hurt him too much. It's that last wreck that put him out of his misery.
Yeah. That's. It is dangerous to drive down on the aprons and come back because you just don't know where that car is on the outside. If you don't know, like me, if I go down there and I don't know somebody's on my outside, I'm in VR, so I can look over there and see where they're at, but it's kind of hard when you're not in VR. But racing issues are racing issues. So, but before we let you go and celebrate with your brother, anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, shout out to Doghouse Racing League to host the race. Shout out to you for broadcasting it. And shout out to the guys I was racing against. It was a really fun race. Very close racing. Surprising.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Well, we all definitely put on a great show for us tonight. We do appreciate it. We're going to send you back down to the waiting room, and you can talk to these guys down there. That was Michael Hayes, your third place finisher. Now we're going to bring up Corey Cook from Bad Luck Racing, but he can't be part of Bad Luck Racing now because he's sitting there in second place up here talking to me to runner-up position. Not only the runner-up position, most positions gained tonight. Corey Cook, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do, Mike.
Man, while I think of a question to ask you, I'm going to turn you up because you are low on my mic. I want to make sure everybody hears you. So, but yeah, man, you had a really great car out there tonight, man. You were up, you were down, you always battled back up. Those long runs was your bread and butter, man. Tell us how'd you like the racing tonight?
I really did enjoy it. I've done Next Gens and Xfinities this week. This is easily the best race and racing I've had at Kansas all week long. You could drive the car anywhere and make it work.
Yeah, well, Kansas is like that. I mean, no matter what you're driving in, I drove 134 laps earlier today in the trucks, and especially on fresh tires, if your tires were fresh, you could put that car or truck anywhere on Kansas. Kansas is just that multi-groove race, which makes racing very exciting.
Definitely.
Sorry about that. I had a big old frog in my throat.
Oh, you good?
Talked for the last hour and a half with nonstop, not shutting up. But we had your buddy up here, another bad luck racer, which he kind of did have some bad luck. Jonathan Cantfield out there giving you a big shout out earlier today, man. But I know he had some bad luck and everything like that, but it probably feels a lot good having one of you guys up there in the top three.
I sure do hope it softens the blow a bit. I hated to hear that whenever he said he got into the wall. Suspension got damaged and all that, so his car wasn't able to handle as well. But big shout out to him and Anthony Marshall on Bad Luck Racing.
Anthony Marshall making his debut tonight, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought I didn't see it, didn't recognize the name when I was going through it, and I'm kind of good on picking out new names that I've never seen before. But next week we're going to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Man, how are you feeling about your chances over there?
I love Charlotte. This car with any track is pretty much a good package. So I'm looking forward to just racing it anywhere. It's easily one of my favorite cars on iRacing.
Okay. Well, before we let you go on, you gave some shout outs already. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Like I said, Anthony Marshall, Jonathan Canfield on Bad Luck Racing, Jonathan for putting the team together, bringing me and Anthony on board. Yeah, that I can't really think of anything. Everyone for racing tonight. It was a good, long, clean race. You for putting the show on. Oh
man, well you got to thank Daniel Wilson for putting the show on. I just make sure it gets aired. So. All right, well, man, we appreciate you coming up here and talking to us. And maybe next week at Charlotte, you'll be able to maybe get up here and talk the last with us, being the win if you can win that race next week at Charlotte, man.
Maybe we'll see.
All right, that's Corey Cook, your runner-up and the biggest mover tonight, man. Congratulations once again. I'm gonna send you back down to the waiting room, and man, we'll see you next week.
10-4.
All right, the man of the hour now. The man who outlasted everybody in the field tonight, had one of the best cars, was up front all night long, battling with either Mike Hayes or Stephen Hayes, or he's up there battling with Corey Cook. Justin McMahon, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got ya.
Man, y'all put on a great show like y'all do every week long, but man, you top three guys were just all night long. It was either you were battling with Mike Hayes, or you were battling with Stephen Hayes, or you're battling with somebody. none of y'all could get away from each other. If you got a little bit of a lead, it was only for a short period of time. Man, tell us, man, what was it like in that seat, always battling with somebody?
Oh, it was a blast. I had a lot of fun tonight racing those guys. A couple new drivers that I haven't really raced with before, I don't think. So it was just really fun to race against those guys. And this car was really a blast to race here this week. Well, tonight, I guess, but more fun than any of the other cars, I thought, this week. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We didn't know. I wasn't sure if I was going to have anything left for tires, and it ended up turning out where everything kind of balanced out and where everyone was able to kind of equalize, and we were able to race each other pretty hard there.
Yeah, I mean, those last couple of laps were between you and Corey Cook and Mike Hayes, and Mike Hayes shot down with one lap to go. I thought we were going to see a three-way lead, but you were able to hold that high side and get that run. And like Mike Hayes was saying, that it was so hard to pass, even if you had a fast car or the faster car, it was so hard to pass.
Yeah.
Were you facing a lot of that?
Yeah, I was. I mean, if I burned out, I didn't want to run the high side too long because I knew it would burn out the tires a lot quicker. But I mean, if you wanted to try to gain on anybody, you really had to get that momentum coming off the corner. So I was able to hold the momentum there. It was hard to pass, but I mean, you could do it. You just have to pull a slide job if you got a good enough run going into the corner on the bottom. But yeah, it was extremely tough to pass, and I knew if I was leading it with a couple laps to go that I was going to be a sitting duck just because of how hard it was. I mean, you'd get a lead, like you said, and you'd only be for like a lap or two, then the guy would come right back and try to make a pass on you there. So I thought I was going to be a sitting duck up there, but I was able to hold him off.
There you go. And you did a fine job of holding them off. But I mean, it has to feel real good to be up there and race with these guys, even if you're not knowing them. Like Mike Hayes has been here for a couple of weeks, and Stephen Hayes making his debut. Corey Cook's always races pretty good, but it's got to be a good feeling going into races like this, like Charlotte coming up, which is a similar kind of 1.5 mile track, a little bit different, but for people to be able to hold their lines, I mean, it's got to make y'all feel good of who you're racing around.
Yeah, it's awesome. I enjoyed racing with those guys. It's everybody raced each other extremely clean on that. I did throw a little bit of a block there coming to the white flag, but it's less slack. Yeah, I was trying to keep you're going for the win, so everybody raced each other extremely clean tonight, and I look forward to racing against those guys again. So it was a lot of fun.
Okay. Man, well, congratulations once again. Before we let you go, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
You guys for doing the broadcast, and Daniel, Eddie, and William for taking me on Southern Motorsports there last year. So
that's right. You are a part of Southern Motorsports. So that's congratulations, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, dude,
yeah, thank you.
I mean, we're going to Charlotte next week, man. I don't know if we talked about that, or did you talk about that?
You mentioned it briefly a minute ago, but.
Okay, yeah, but Charlotte. How are you liking Charlotte?
I like Charlotte. I'm a big fan of Charlotte.
I love Charlotte. Charlotte is one of my favorite tracks. Like when I see Charlotte on the schedule for the trucks, it's like I want to take that week off of work and just run Charlotte all week long because I love Charlotte. I mean,
I'm not sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's been a while since I've raced the ARCAs at Charlotte, so I'm not sure how this car is compared to anything else there, but I look forward to it. It should be a good race.
There you go. All right, man. Well, man, congratulations once again on a win. Well deserved. You and about 4 other guys, man, y'all battled all night long, and you were able to hold off hard charging Corey Cook and Mike Hayes, and you got the win, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Justin McMahon. I'm gonna move him back down to the waiting room, and let me see. He's left again before I got a chance to pull him down. But man, guys, these guys here at Doghouse Racing put on a show for you guys tonight. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed it, and next week we're going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to be here a little bit early. I just got the message that we're see if we can get a earlier start. So I think is that 4 o'clock green flag run. These guys are going to be racing around Charlotte. They're going to try to get it done before the real Charlotte starts. I thought it was. I don't think next week is Charlotte. Anyways, other than that, I guess it is Charlotte. Anyways, other than that, guys, man, we look forward to seeing y'all next week for Global Racing Esports Network.